guys, I'm Yesa Ortiz de Vera and I am your discussant for today. Our topic for today is all about food selection, preparation, and cooking. Before we start our discussion, I want you to think about and answer these three questions. How do you think about food? Do you think about food? And how do you know which food is healthy? Okay, here we go. Let's start our discussion in defining what is food selection. Selection or choice of food is very important in meal management. Providing food in a manner which is satisfactory to many people can be a complicated issue. And also, in food selections, many decisions are required. Careful thought and planning is important. In selecting food, it may depend on the money you have, your likes and dislikes, your nutritional needs, and the effect of advertisement. The more money you have, the more foods you can buy and the greater your choice. People who have a lot of money can afford a variety of meals and can eat away from home. You eat to keep alive and healthy. At the same time, most people also eat to enjoy the food. People tend to eat foods they like and avoid those they dislike. Is there any food you dislike? Why do you dislike it? Is this food very nutritious? Foods are normally disliked because of their color, flavor, and texture. They are new and have never been tried. They do not look attractive. The food is associated with some ill feeling. The way it is cooked is not appealing. Food is enjoyed when it is liked. Food is enjoyed because it provides some sensation for you. The aromas and flavors that come from food are detected by special nerves in the sense organ of taste and smell. Another great influence on food choice is advertisement. Advertisements have a way of persuading people to make choices. Food manufacturers and shops advertise their products through television, radio, magazines, newspapers, posters, and leaflets. Good adverts are decent, honest, and truthful. They do not mislead the public about a product. They show a sense of responsibility to people. They conform to fair competition behavior, different manufacturers, and businesses. Your food choice will also depend on your need for food. Everyone has a biological need for food. It is essential for life. Without food, one becomes weak and ill. People vary in the amount of food they need for reasons like health, age, and activity. Your choice of food will therefore depend on each of these factors. Your nutrition knowledge helps you to choose food that provides the necessary nutrients to meet your needs. There are 7 criteria in food selection, and here it is. Good food should be whole. It's presented by nature with all its edible parts, the bran, starch, germ, and everything. If any parts is missing, the body will know the difference. Normally, not whole foods like juice, sugar, and white flour are not satisfying, and after having consumed them, we always want something else. Good food should be fresh and natural. The particles can be same, but canned or frozen food lacks of energy intrinsic in every food following. Good food should be real, not fake or imitations. Read the ingredients. If doesn't sound like food, it's not food. If it's artificial, the body will know that something is off and it will rebel. Good food should be local, seasonal, not genetically modified, so you are in balance with the earth, the seasons, and the environment. Good food should be in harmony with tradition. It should be more or less similar to what your ancestors ate, so the evolution had made your gene receptive to it and it will be nourishing to you. Good food should be balanced, appropriate, and enough. Balance, you need some proteins, some carbohydrates, some fats, some of each. Your diet should be appropriate to your lifestyle. It means that kids need different food from old people. And it is just as important not eat too much as it is not to eat little. Good food should be delicious. The only one without the others are good for nothing. We will now proceed to the food preparation. What is food preparation? It is the process of preparing food. It also includes the different types of ingredients needed and the correct preparation of the ingredients for the food item that is being made. In food preparation, there are different techniques that is being used. The first thing that we need to do is to wash our hands thoroughly. Then, we need to keep our worktops clean and dry. It is also very important to separate the raw fish or meat from other ready-to-eat food to avoid contamination. After we done in food selection and food preparation, we will now proceed to the food cooking. What is food cooking? Cooking, it is a manner of turning your raw food into a cooked food. Cooking is an act of preparing food for cooking. It also encompasses a vast range of methods, tools, and combination of ingredients to improve the flavor and digestibility of food. In food cooking, there are three types of cooking methods. The first one is the dry heat cooking, the moist heat cooking, and the combination cooking. Dry heat cooking. It works without the presence of any moisture, broth, or water. Instead, it relies on the circulation of hot air or contact with fat to transfer heat to foods. Temperatures of 300 degrees or hotter are used to create browning, a reaction where the amino acids and sugars in food turn brown and create a distinct aroma and flavor. Broiling. It is by transferring extremely high heat onto food, usually directed from a radiant located above the food which cooks on one side at a time. Browning can occur very quickly with this method, sealing juices and flavor inside and leaving a crisp exterior. Best foods for broiling are meats, poultry, fish, and fruits and veggies. Grilling. It is similar to broiling in that it uses radiant heat to cook foods quickly. Most commonly, grilling equipment will feature an open grate with a heat source located beneath the food. Flipping is required to cook foods on both sides and grill marks from the hot grate or rack are desirable. Best foods for grilling are burgers, meats, poultry, and fish. Roasting. It is performed inside an oven and uses indirect heat that cooks from all sides for even browning. This method of cooking works more slowly, coaxing flavors out of meats and vegetables. Roasting can be performed at very low temperatures between 200 degrees and 350 degrees Fahrenheit. For tougher cuts of meat or higher temperature up to 450 degrees Fahrenheit for more tender cuts. Best foods for roasting are meats, poultry, and fruits and veggies. Baking. Baking and roasting both use indirect heat to surround foods and cook from all sides. The term roasting is used when cooking meats or vegetables, and baking is used when baking breads, rolls, and cakes. Technically, these cooking methods are the same, but baking is usually performed at lower temperature than roasting. Best foods for baking are baked goods and pizza. Sautéing. Sautéing is performed over a burner in a hot, shallow pan and uses a small amount of oil or fat to coat food for even browning. This method cooks food very quickly, so it's best to keep the food moving by tossing or flipping. Best foods for sautéing are meats, poultry, and vegetables. Moist heat cooking. It relies on presence of liquid or steam to cook foods. This method can be used to make healthy dishes without any added fat or oil. It's also a great way to tenderize the tough fibers in certain cuts of meat, like beef chuck or brisket. When cooking fibrous vegetables and legumes, moist heat cooking softens the food until it reaches the perfect tenderness. Unlike dry heat cooking methods, moist heat cooking will not produce a brown crust. Poaching is a gentle method of cooking in which foods are submerged in hot liquid between 140 degrees and 180 degrees Fahrenheit. The low heat works especially well for delicate items, and moisture and flavor are preserved without the need for fat or oil. Best foods for poaching are eggs, poultry, fish, and fruit. Simmering is also a gentle method of cooking foods but uses higher temperature than poaching. It's usually between 180 degrees and 205 degrees Fahrenheit. This temperature range lies below the boiling point and produces tiny bubbles. To achieve a simmer, first bring water to the boiling point and then lower the temperature. Best foods for simmering are rice, meats, soups and stocks, vegetables, grains, and legumes. Boiling. This cooking technique involves submerging food in water that has been heated to the boiling point of 212 degrees Fahrenheit. The boiling water produces large bubbles which keep foods in motion while they cook. Best food for boiling are pasta, eggs, and vegetables. Steaming. Water is boiled continuously to produce a steady amount of steam. The steam surrounds foods and cooks evenly while retaining moisture. Steaming can be performed in a few different ways. For high-volume kitchens, a commercial steamer or combi oven is the most efficient. Other methods of steaming include using a pot and steamer basket, using a microwave, or wrapping foods in foil so they can steam in the oven. Best foods for steaming are vegetables, fish and shellfish, desserts, and tamales. Combination cooking. It utilizes both dry and moist cooking methods. Foods are cooked in liquids at low heat for an extended period of time, resulting in a fork tender product. This technique works with one toughest cut of meat, gradually breaking down fibers until they melt into the liquid. Braising. During braising, foods are first seared in a hot oiled pan, then transferred to a larger pot to cook in hot liquid. The foods are only partially submerged in simmering water, broth, or stock. Using low heat, the food softens over an extended cook time. Best foods for braising are meats, vegetables, and legumes. Stewing. The key difference between stewing and braising is that foods are completely submerged in hot liquid, while stewing, instead of being partially submerged, smaller cuts of meats are used in a stew. But the method of slow cooking at low heat is the same. As the stew cooks, fibrous vegetables break down and fat and collagen from the meats melt away. The result is a thick, flavorful gravy filled with tender bites of meat and soft vegetables. Best food for stewing are meats and vegetables. Knowledge is guilt, and art are the three words that you need to remember when working with food. And that's all for now. I hope you learned more about this discussion. And thank you for watching!